Subject Physics, Chapter Unit and Measurement, Topic Absolute Error, Relative Error, and Percentage Error. Percentage Error. बच्चों आज जो हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं वो हम करेंगे एब्सोल्यूट एरर, रिलेटिव एरर और परसेंटेज एरर। एब्सोल्यूट एरर, एब्सोल्यूट एरर, एब्सोल्यूट एरर इज डिफाइंड एज the magnitude of difference between the true value and the measured value, of the quantity. It should be noted that arithmetic mean of all the measured value is called true value. Suppose हमारे पास measured values है A1, A2, A3, so on AN. इनका अगर हम arithmetic mean निकालेंगे तो हम लिख सकते हैं A arithmetic mean और X bar is equal to sum of observation divided by number of observation plus so on plus an divided by n. A1 plus A2 plus A3 plus so on an हम इसको लिख सकते हैं summation I is equal to 1 to n AI divided by n. arithmetic mean हम denote करते हैं AM और AM arithmetic mean is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to n AI divided by n. AM is also called true value. AM is also called true value. By definition, absolute error is given by difference between true value and measured value. True value AM, measured value A1. This is denoted by A delta A1. Second observation, delta A2 is equal to AM minus A2. So on. Delta AN is equal to AM minus AN. इसके बाद हम डिस्कस करेंगे मीन एब्सोल्यूट वैल्यू, मीन एब्सोल्यूट एरर। एब्सोल्यूट एरर क्या हो गया? the magnitude of the difference between true value and the measured value. measured value हम लेंगे A1, A2, A3, so on AN. इनका हम arithmetic mean निकालेंगे summation I is equal to 1 to n AN divided by n. AM is also called a true value. By definition, absolute value difference between true value and measured value. अब mean absolute error क्या होता है? mean absolute error, it is the arithmetic mean of the magnitude. It is the arithmetic mean of the magnitudes of absolute errors in all the measurements of the quantity. It is denoted by delta A bar. And delta A bar is equal to mod of delta A1 plus delta A2 plus so on plus delta AN divided by n. And a delta A bar is equal to 1 by n summation I is equal to 1 to n mod of delta AI. Mean absolute error जो है, it is the arithmetic mean of the magnitude of the absolute error. arithmetic mean of the magnitude of the absolute error. It is denoted by delta A, यानी delta A is equal to जो ये डेल्टा A1 डेल्टा A2 निकला है इनका मैग्नीट्यूड हम लिखेंगे डिवाइड बाय n, उसको हम कहते हैं मीन एब्सोल्यूट एरर. इसके बाद हम रिलेटिव एरर डिस्कस करेंगे. रिलेटिव एरर it is defined as ratio of mean absolute error, ratio of mean absolute error to the true value of the quantity in a relative error is equal to delta A bar. Delta A bar means mean absolute error, ratio of mean absolute error divided by true value. This is a relative error. अब परसेंटेज एरर हम निकालेंगे. परसेंटेज एरर when the relative error is expressed in percentage, we call it as percentage error. For example, percentage error is equal to delta A bar divided by AM into 100. Delta A bar यानी mean absolute error divided by true value into 100. Percentage error is equal to delta A bar divided by AM into 100. यानी आज जो हमने डिस्कस किया है वो है एब्सोल्यूट एरर, रिलेटिव एरर, परसेंटेज एरर. Absolute error, it is defined as the magnitude of the difference between true error and the measured value of the quantity is called absolute error. And it should be noted that arithmetic mean of all the measured values is called true value. Let a physical quantity be measured n times. Let the measured values be a1, a2, a3, so on an. Then the arithmetic mean of these values is am is equal to a1 plus a2 plus a3 plus so on an divided by n. जो हमें ये मेजर्ड वैल्यू दिए हैं इनको हम सम करेंगे डिवाइड बाय नंबर ऑफ टर्म्स. अरिथमेटिक मीन हम इसी तरह निकालते हैं. am is equal to summation I is equal to 1 to n am divided by n. Am is also called the true value of the quantity. By definition, absolute error are given by delta a1 is equal to am minus a1, delta a2 is equal to am minus a2. Mean absolute error, it is the arithmetic mean of the magnitude of the absolute error in all the measurements of the quantity. It is denoted by delta A bar. Thus, delta A bar, जो यहाँ निकला है absolute error delta A1, delta A2, इनका हम magnitude लिखेंगे. Mod of A delta A1 plus mod of delta A2 plus so on mod of delta A n divided by n. Delta A bar is equal to 1 by n. Summation I is equal to 1 to n delta AI. Hence, final result of the measurement can be written as A is equal to am plus minus delta A bar. Relative error, it is defined as each ratio of mean absolute error. This is the ratio of mean absolute error. Mean absolute error हमें क्या है? Delta A. It is denoted by delta A bar. It is the ratio of mean absolute error to the true value of the quantity. True value of the quantity am. In a relative error is equal to delta A bar divided by am. Percentage error. When the relative error is expressed in percentage, we call it as percentage error. And a percentage error is equal to delta A bar. Delta A bar means mean absolute error divided by true error, am into 100.